Hi guys, it's just Martin here. I'm just going to do a quick video. I'm probably aiming to get this around, I don't know, just around 5 minutes or so, so hopefully I can fit this in. This is my third attempt at this. Just give you a little bit of a backstory on it. The first one I did turned out to be about 22 minutes long, which is just way over what I feel is necessary for this. I rambled far too much. And the second time I pretty much nailed it time-wise, but turns out I forgot to record my voice. Which is, which is pretty good when you're considering on doing something like this. So yeah, anyway, brush that aside. So basically the reason I'm doing this video is I wanted to just do a quick recording, A, because I kind of want to get a little bit more practice on this. I kind of feel like I might want to do a few videos and things. And also, one of the ideas I've had after doing that Tumblr Voice Challenge was to maybe get people to give me tours of their places. Now, I'm not sure whether this should be done on vanilla, which is what I'm on here, just on the standard vanilla adventures, or whether maybe people want to do it over on the hat pack. That one would be cool as well. I think it depends per person and things. But the idea was to kind of get an overview of Hornville and kind of the thought process behind what people built, etc., things like that. So I'm going to start it off by basically giving you a quick rundown of my place, just quickly show you, where it started, how it developed, things like that. And hopefully it works okay. Like I say, this is the third attempt, and this time, hopefully everything goes okay. So yeah, it would be good to actually get this out there. So yes, like I said, the idea is to kind of give you a tour of it. What I'm going to do is I'm not going to show you everything because what happened in the first one is I kind of literally went through everything and my process behind it, and I feel it was probably just a bit too much. So we're just going to have a quick little recap of some of the things that are my favourites about this, things that other people have helped me do, and things like that. So the starting point I'm going to go from is here, because these doors have been here for as long as I've been on the server, essentially. I came straight to this jungle part and hollowed out this cave after Sten invited me over to Hornville, and I came through to the jungle because I didn't want to cramp anyone in, and I was kind of a little bit worried that I would build too close and it would just get him, so I was like, right, let's go to the jungle, hollow out a cave and start building. The cave has now become a bit of an art gallery, really, just for all the different Sphax pieces of art. I don't know what this looks like in vanilla. Hopefully it looks kind of cool as well, but yeah, Sphax I think is that's definitely my favourite texture. Now, that cave, like I say, although it's gone, that was sort of where I based myself from, and this area of my land was definitely the most used in the early part. I think one of my biggest projects was just, as simple as it was just getting this staircase up. I didn't want it to be a 2D area. I wanted it to be kind of on multiple levels, things like that. Adding that staircase in kind of gave me more scope to do things. I mean, there's nothing too much to them, but getting these platforms up, I originally wanted this to be like a land of kind of like almost like a mass tree houses. So I don't know, think Ewoks, I suppose. Think of big places in the trees. It didn't really work out just because I don't know. I think I like stone brick and things too much, and that always seems way out of place if you then go and put that in a tree. So I don't know. It became more conventional buildings. For example, this was supposed to be the original house, but it ended up becoming more of a, I don't know, like a mini temple kind of thing. Up on the roof here, we actually have a bit of a roof garden, and it's mainly just a cosmetic thing. It's where one of my first cats, Ferris Mueller, resides. And there used to be quite a nice view of everything, and then I built that building there, and it just completely overshadows that entire view, which is a bit of a shame, but looking down there is still quite nice. Alright, let's just take a bit of damage. From here we've got the diving board that Sten built me. This is kind of one of the first things built on this land, like before anything else was really here. I think I had that cave, I had this staircase, and then I had this. And the amount of times I've plummeted down below, it's probably too high. So just from above here we can see the kind of like this nice little pool and park area, a little observation-y area. I think that's one of the most recent things that we built. It was just like me and Sten just messing around and kind of just making use of that land. I'd bought the territory for some reason and had just had nothing there, and it was kind of a cool way of filling it with just something somewhat interesting. Crappy little tent and things that I built there, but it all works. And the original farm I made, it was never like that farm. Was kind of a weird one because I never made it entirely efficient. It was kind of just like looks nice, and I just never went back to it. Once I moved territory, I've always just kept it because I don't know. I think it looks quite nice. It's quite simple. It's got the sort of the dirt archway and the stone brick there and everything. And I don't know. It's kind of one of the things I'm really fond of in this place. Simple but nice. Then if we move on around here, we won't really spend too much. Won't really look at this house just because it's quite plain. I built it because I needed somewhere to I don't know, I just needed like a main building that wasn't a cave, I suppose. I think in terms of looks, I'm quite proud of the way it turned out, and it's obviously fairly large. The issue being is it is just a building, and there's only so much you can fill a space like that with. Vanilla Minecraft has the issues of there's not too much to do, as opposed to something, you know, like a Feed the Beast pack, where there's just so many different mods that add cosmetic things like chairs. It sounds so simple, but chairs and tables and things, like, no longer do you have to use the stair and the, you know, the fence post pressure pad thing. So we'll move on from that. I mean, I'll give you a quick, like I say, I mean, we've got the let's go in here quickly. Actually, we've got this. This is quite a cool little thing that we made. We were idling quite a bit in here before, so what we did is just literally built like a little hot tub and a relaxation-y sort of area, and then you've got the dance floor, which is kind of really out of sync at the moment. These outside bits are like way off time. You know, we don't use it that much anymore. You've got obviously the corner over here that everyone, it was such a weird little space, so they made a little corner, the failure corner. Probably spend quite a lot of time there myself, so. Then we got the farms, my overpopulated farms. That I've always wanted to have I always wanted to add a big pasture area, just to have a load of animals wandering. The issue with is they just get stuck in fences, so I kind of had to just put them in small pens with these corners, so nothing got stuck. The amount of times I would come in and chickens would just be unable to move because they were wedged in the corner. But we fixed it, and it kind of looks quite cool. I had to cover them up because my pigs were getting struck by lightning. Like, ridiculously high amount as well, like not just once or twice. Happened a few times. This is my most recent thing I built. This is actually the last thing I built before I kind of really stopped playing this. I don't come on here too much just because we use the hat pack more now, but, you know, oh, we're getting a gift. That's quite nice. It's just, iron ingots. Wow. I suppose I should, actually be polite about it. This was my actual first attempt at using stained clay and stained glass. I'd never used them before, and I don't know. I got up the old sphere, you know, like a sphere mapper using pixels and things, and just built this up. And it was kind of one of those things that I didn't actually follow it. I kind of free flowed a little bit on the edges and that, and I quite like it. I think clay actually looks really nice on Sphax. It's got this really kind of smooth, it's not true colours. The colours don't actually match the dyes that you put in, but it doesn't really matter. For example, like that's blue and that's cyan, I think. It's more grey and purple, but it works really well. Yeah, so I think what we'll do is there's a couple more places that we'll go to. Oh, babby cat. Made it run off someone. This thing is kind of manic, really. This is yeah, a bit of an homage to all the other pigs in minecarts that have been in Hornville since I started. And who doesn't like doors, right? But we have to move because it's slightly hypnotizing, and I'll never leave if I stop. And then just one other place I want to go to. Like I say, this is kind of short but sweet. I think I've already gone over the kind of time I wanted to do, but really what I'll say is if anyone kind of feels like they want to do a little, you know, a little 10-minute kind of chat/tour of their areas on whichever server, like I say, it doesn't matter. Let me know and we'll kind of see what we can do, because I feel like after the accent challenge, everyone was kind of really into that, and that kind of, I was quite chuffed by the response to it from everyone. And you know, I think it's always nice to kind of see what other people have done and get their takes on it. I've seen a lot of what you guys have built, but I don't know why you've gone with the things you have and things like that. So it appeals to me. Well, maybe we can get a collection of them. It's quite nice to document, I think. And yeah, we'll finish off down here. This is one of the things that very few people have actually seen that I've made, which was basically just me one evening deciding to build just something underground. I really like the idea of underground greenery. It really appeals to me. It's sort of like the hidden oasis kind of thing that, you know, a nice secret sanctuary to go to. Obviously, which wouldn't be complete without a dance floor. Underground dance floors are a big thing, So yeah, I don't know. I hope you guys have liked this. Like I say, it's quite. Hopefully, it comes out quite short and sweet after this. I probably won't do too much editing to it. Just slap it all together and send it out, and get you guys to kind of critique it for me. And yeah, like I say, it was just kind of a way of me practicing. So hopefully, it goes down okay. So yeah, thank you for watching, and yeah, hope to hear what you have to say. Bye. Oh, free gift.